Hey friends, thanks for clicking on this video. I appreciate it. So welcome to Post to Post. If you're new, my name is Neil, and we're talking series breakdown here. Rangers versus Penguins. The series is over. Rangers move on. There's lots to say. There's lots to discuss on both sides, the Rangers and the Penguins. Wow, decisions to be made off the ice for the Penguins in the offseason. What's still to come for the Rangers? Talk a little bit about each as we go through this, but let's take a little journey back in time, a couple of weeks. And let's look at each game in this series, the score that is, because it tells a very interesting tale. Game 1, Pittsburgh won 4-3 in that amazing triple overtime. Game 2, Rangers won 5-2. Game 3, Pittsburgh won 7-4. Game 4, Pittsburgh won 7-2. Game 5, Rangers won 5-3. Game 6, Rangers won 5-3. Game 7, Rangers won 4-3. In overtime, the one that just happened. Wow. The Rangers came back from a 3-1 deficit in this series. Pretty impressive, actually. Amazing to see as well. It's always cool to see a really good narrative like that, where regardless of the team, it could be the Penguins down 3-1 and then they come back. When that happens, it's a really cool story. It's a really cool narrative, and I think any hockey fan can get behind that. It's a really cool thing to see because it doesn't happen very often. I will fully admit that I had worries with the Rangers. So I'm going to bring up on the screen here in front of you, I'll put it on my screen too, the thumbnail that I had created for this video, which you've already seen, I guess. But I had this created this morning, before the game even started, well before the game even started, and I didn't have the alternate version of this where the Penguins eliminate the Rangers, because I predicted the Rangers. I truly felt like they were going to win. I felt like they were not this, the Rangers that we saw at the beginning of the series, it wasn't the Rangers, okay, that we're used to. So I didn't create the alternate version. But later in the series, we got to see the true Rangers, the resilience. They came back to life. But in this game, honestly, I felt like they were going to lose. And I'm obviously cheering for the Rangers, not because I'm wearing the jersey. I'm just talking about the Rangers. I'm a Canadiens fan, in case you're new. I talk about all teams on this channel. Just happen to wear the Rangers jersey in this video. Yeah, but halfway through the game, I'm thinking, wow, I think the Penguins are going to win this game. Like, they're outplaying New York in almost every area of the ice. They're maintaining pressure more intelligently. When the Rangers had pressure, there was just a lot of passing and not a lot of shots. I just kept yelling at my screen, shoot the puck, shoot the puck, shoot the puck, shoot the puck. So much passing, so much unnecessary passing from the Rangers. It was very frustrating. So yeah, I started to create a different thumbnail, and I did a really, really quick one. I'll show you the alternate version of what it could have been. It was a very quick thumbnail. I did it in like 3 minutes, but I wanted to have one just in case. So yeah, I'll go back to my prediction. So I predicted the Rangers to win this series. I think I said maybe 6 or 7 games, but I was, at the time, I thought I was being pretty generous to the Pittsburgh Penguins, because I felt like the Rangers were there was something special there. But absolutely massive, unbelievable credit to the Pittsburgh Penguins. I thought they played so good almost the entire series. They faced adversity, not only with injuries, but facing a team like New York, which is extremely offensively talented. New York plays a really high-risk, high-reward game, and I think the Penguins struggled with that at times. They were relentless at times. But the Penguins did such a good job. Like, I am incredibly impressed with the Penguins and their roster, and I'm sad. Part of me is a bit sad, because the Penguins that we see this year, that we saw in the playoffs, that's it, man. Like, the Penguins team that we see next year is going to be the most different-looking Penguins team since probably 2008, 2009-ish, I think. If I can bring Cap Friendly up, I can tell you who they could potentially lose, or at least who they have to make decisions on. Malkin, Rust, Kapanen is an RFA, Raquel, that's a decision, Heinen is an RFA, Rodriguez is a UFA, that's another decision, Boyle, that's not really a decision, Letang, that's a decision, Nathan Beaulieu, that's not really a decision, Casey DeSmith, there's a decision for you, Louis Domingue, there's a decision. Man, it's going to be really interesting, I guess, to see what the Pittsburgh Penguins do. I think Penguins fans may be a little bit worried. I'm actually kind of excited. I think there's a really good opportunity for them to just take a step back, logically look at their entire roster, look at their prospect field, what's to come up in the organization, what do we need, and then make some changes based on that. Crosby is coming on his last 3 years of his contract. What's the window look like for him with the Penguins? Would he consider moving somewhere else? Would he request a trade? I don't think so. I think that's ludicrous for anyone to think that. He'll probably be a Penguin until he retires. If he goes anywhere, it'll be by request, and it'll almost certainly be the Montreal Canadiens for probably like the final maybe year of his career, or the final after the trade deadline or something crazy like that. The Montreal Canadiens were his favorite team growing up. So if he goes anywhere, it's probably going to be the Canadiens. But I think even that is extremely unlikely. I would say that's like a 2% chance that that's going to happen. But this is going to be a very different Penguins team moving forward. But like I said, I'm excited. I think it's actually going to be a pretty good offseason for the Penguins. I almost treat them like the Rangers a little bit, because a couple of years ago, the Rangers came out and were like, you know what, we're doing a rebuild. Look at them now. The Penguins still have that opportunity in the offseason to do something a little bit similar. Crosby is still playing at an unbelievable level. He's going to probably keep that pace for the next couple of years. But just, again, mad props to the Penguins for facing the adversity of the powerful Rangers, playing through injuries, having a goaltender come in unexpectedly, basically, and play amazing. I don't blame their loss on the goaltending. I thought they played a very structured game for the most part. And I'm really impressed with the Penguins, and I don't think Penguins fans should be upset or angry at the team. They should be very, very proud. Yeah, they had the series in their hand, 3-1. They should have won the series, but they still played well. Like, it's not like they totally crapped the bed or anything like that. Like, they played well. I felt like the majority of every game. So, yeah, if I'm a Penguins fan, I'm not really mad at my team. I'm thankful that they put up the fight that they did, and it was awesome to see. What a battle, right? What an incredible series. And so, mad props to Crosby and the entire roster, really. I just got a couple of notes. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I mentioned the Penguins core. That's going to be changing. Shesterkin. I want to talk about Shesterkin. At the beginning of the series, like, one of the worst goalies in the playoffs. Not the series, the playoffs. Just didn't look like him. He was nervous. He was letting in questionable goals. He doesn't have a lot of playoff experience, so maybe the pressure is on the shoulders a little bit. But I felt like as the series went on, especially in the last 3 games, he was unreal. Like, he made some unreal saves. Still let in some questionable goals, but still, he really turned his game around quite a bit. So I'm very thankful to see that. I guess I have shoot the puck written down here. I already mentioned that. It was I'll just say it, very frustrating watching the Rangers. I thought that's why they were going to lose. Like, so many opportunities to shoot the puck, and they would just go for the extra pass, and then the extra pass, and then the extra pass, and then nothing would come of it. Shoot the puck. There's so much opportunity there. You have so many goal scorers on the team who can snipe it, and you never know what's going to happen when you put the puck on the net. I want to see the Rangers shoot the puck more next series against Carolina, and they just need to continue to be relentless, but just shoot the puck. So, I'm coming out of this series. I'm pleased to see the resilience of the Rangers. I think that's going to be a really, really great educational tool for them and lesson learned going into the second round and possibly beyond. And I'm really thankful that the Penguins showed up and played incredible. So, not mad at any team. Happy with both teams. As a hockey fan, thank you to both teams for giving us an incredible show of 7 games. 2 of those games, overtime games. The first one, amazing 3, a 3-period overtime, which is amazing. And then the incredible Game 7 overtime, something that is the highlight of any hockey fan's life. Regardless of what teams are playing, it's an amazing experience. So thank you to both of those teams. And thank you guys for watching. I would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are the Penguins going to do with all these players? Do they be drastic and be bold and do like a full rebuild, basically, and just kind of go for it in the next 3 years? Do they take their time? I'd love to hear your thoughts, Penguins fans. And the Rangers, what's going on? Are we going to see the Rangers that we saw in the last 3 games? Are we going to see the Rangers that we saw in maybe the first 4 games? We'd love to hear your thoughts on that. What's in store for the Rangers against Carolina? Comment section down below. Read all the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Hope you guys are having an amazing night watching the final game, which is happening right now, the Dallas versus Calgary game. If not, enjoy your night. We'll talk to you tomorrow for more hockey talk, probably the Dallas Calgary recap. Don't think I'm going to produce that one tonight. It's pretty late where I am. So I'll talk to you tomorrow with that. There'll be all kinds of more videos coming this week, every single day. So if you're new, please consider hitting the subscribe button down below. We talk hockey here regularly. Enjoy your night. Talk to you soon. Adios.